Hey there, people of the grid. Miker here. Wanted to share with you some of the tools that I'm using and just how I use them. I thought, you know what, some of you out there may want to know how to create nice, graphics where you can take a picture that you've taken, throw some text on it, throw some words on it, doctor it up, make it look pretty. I'm using it for a specific use, which is for programming in Xcode. So I just wanted to doctor up some images that I could use for some of the test table stuff that I'm doing. So let me show you what that looks like and the tools I use, and I'll kind of talk through what's going on here. So fasten your seatbelts, we're going to nerd out. Here we go. All right, here it goes. So the tool that I like to use is, the first one is Procreate. And basically what you do is you go into your photo, into your camera roll, and you grab a picture that you want to work with. So there's the picture that I want to work with. We're going to throw, let's add a layer, and then we change the color. So I'm going to go with kind of this nice bluish color here. I like that. And let's just fill this entire layer that we added with that blue. That looks good. So it's on top of our picture now. And basically what I'm going to do is resize it. So I'll just bring it over here, kind of like that. And I'll write something in the box, and then I'll put some text on the bottom of the picture. So what I do for writing in the box, don't want to do that. What I do then for writing in the box basically is, just kind of tilt it the way I want it. And then let's get it to the right size. And let's get a right type of pen. So I'm going to go with this ink bleed one is pretty good. So let's use that. I'll show you what it looks like. So you basically change the color. This one now, we should go with something darkish just because to write on top of the blue. So here we go. M1KTV. There we go. That looks awesome. And so what I want to do then is I'm just going to set it just like that. Now that's all I'm going to do in Procreate. Next, I'm going to throw some graphics on that. So we're going to export it. So I hit the wrench tool. I export. I like to export as PNG. And I'm just going to save it to my photo roll. There we are. And now when we go back to photos, we should have our picture. There it is, looking good. So that's step one. Step two is I got this application that I like to use, Typorama. And what I'm going to do is go and pick the picture from my photo roll. And you can have a whole bunch of sizes. I just go with the original size on the bottom, and then I tweak it later. So it offers you to, say whatever text you want. So we're just going to say, these are actually the racks from the Tesla battery factory, from Gigafactory. So I'll just say Tesla, and then it's Gigafactory 1. Done. And you can pick kind of whichever type of text you like. Oh, I like that. So Tesla Gigafactory 1, we'll put it over here. We'll change its color to... yellow's good. We'll give it a shadow so it kind of pops out a bit. And I'll just move it up here, maybe right about there. That looks good. Then I just say, okay, share, save it, and it goes back to the photo roll so that now when we go back to photos, you actually get to see there's the one that we had. That's the one that we modified. And then there's ours with the factory one. Now, for YouTube videos, basically the full-size image won't work, so it has to be shrunk down a little bit. So what I do is I just basically run some constraints on it, like so, like so, like so. And that image is now well within the size that'll work for a YouTube thumbnail or for my application. That's it. So now there's my image, and it is ready to be used in a program. Now, I'm not going to do it for the rest of the 5 images, but basically that's what I did. I wanted to create a simple table view application just so I could start looking at how do you load pictures into a table view along with cell data, some simple text. And so the first step was taking 6 pictures, modifying them so they kind of looked a little coolish. They could be links to YouTube videos. They could be links to websites. It could just be links to data inside of my app. But I wanted to see what it would take to refactor them and get them into Xcode. And basically it's pretty easy. I did it sort of the cheating way, which is you just take that image that you've got and you just drop it into Xcode. What you should do is carefully manage the sizes. And that's what I can do in Procreate. I can actually set the canvas size to what it needs to be so that it's efficient and highly defined and quick to load. I mean, even at this full size resolution, it's quick to load, but if you had 100 of these, your app size is going to get big. So I don't want that, but I'm just practicing here. So after I had 6 images done, dropped them into Xcode, and I created a UI table view type scrolling thing. And I'll show you what that looks like right here. Basically, it's just an app that loads up the images, puts some text beside it, and allows me to scroll up and down. If I select one of them, nothing happens because there's no code behind it. But the intent is that I would populate this list, and then you would pick one and you would get more detail on what that's about, and you could launch a website or launch a video or get some notes or, you know, do some calculations, whatever you wanted the app to do. So it was a fun little thing that I did, just playing around with Xcode, and there is a lot of cool stuff that you can do in there. Hey people of the grid, made it back home sitting here, and I thought I would just put some finishing touches on a little contact list thing I'm doing. It's a 2-dimensional array that's got a list of names. I'm just going to add Melissa's name in here, and then we'll compile it so that it can run on the emulator on my Mac, and I'll shoot it over to the phone. Just practicing loading up table views and getting the feel for how that looks. So there we go, we're compiling, build succeeded, and then it loads it into the emulator. And it's just a list of names, you know, with header sections that I've kind of predefined what those header sections are. It's fun stuff. Like I could do this all night. So there we go. It's launching, and we get to see there's my list, and I can scroll up and down. Now there's no code in behind, so if I actually go and highlight a row, nothing will happen. Nothing will come of that. All you can do is scroll right now. And here's what it looks like on the phone. So pretty much the same idea. Scroll up and down, you know, you can pick a row. So maybe I'll add something later just to see what types of stuff I could do with that. You can add more information or edit information. Really, sky's the limit. All right, guys. Well, that's... Come on in, Melissa. Look who we have here. Grab a chair. Grab a chair. What are you up to?
Eating chips.
Eating chips. So you know what, guys? We had a bit of a warmer day today here in Calgary. It got up to 10 degrees Celsius, which for us, after we've been in the deep freeze that we were in, it felt pretty warm, didn't it? And Melissa wanted to ride her bike to school. So I got her bike down. I got the lock all set up and ready. This has got to be the first time you've ridden to school by yourself, isn't it?
Yep.
Wow. And how was it?
It was fun. Although the lock, like, I put the key in wrong, and then I was like, what the heck? It's not closing.
I showed you how to do it.
I know, and then I remembered.
And you remembered? Mm-hmm. And you got your bike locked up and unlocked fine? Didn't need any help?
I came home with a bike.
Look at that. You gonna ride tomorrow?
Yeah.
You gonna ride until like summer gets here?
Yeah.
You know we're gonna get more snow at some point. All right, we gotta get you ready for bed, and I gotta show the people of the grid one last thing. Now you guys have probably seen this really cool poster that I've got hanging in my office. It's celebrating the 30th anniversary of the Mac. And I got that because when the Mac turned 30, which was, I think it was January 24th of 2014, I was working at Apple, and they commissioned this poster. There's a massive one down in Cupertino, and what you don't see and what's not on this poster is on the really big one. This is one that every employee got, but that was employed at Apple at that time. On the big one, right about here, my name is listed. So they actually put everybody's name who was working at Apple at the time in there. And I'll show you the zoom because they actually took a picture of the real poster. They gave us PDFs of those, and I can zoom in to that spot. and show you that my name is on the happy 30th birthday to the Mac. That's pretty cool. It's also really cool because this year Apple is going to be releasing some developer tools that allow these little applications that I'm writing that run on iOS to run on the Mac. Yeah, more on that later. For now, Miker out.